And hello and good evening from the American Airlines Center in Big D, Dallas, Texas. It's time for Thunder basketball here on WWLS, the sports animal, as well as the iHeart Radio app. Daniel Voiles, and for the first time this season of the three we're going to do, Senor Sean here at the American Airlines Center, Caleb Hobbs, and the YouTuber taking care of our stuff back in our WWLS, the sports animal. It is Thunder basketball. It's the Thunder and the Dallas Mavericks. First of three between these two teams. Both teams are 3-0 coming into this game. Here's your lineup. First for the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luke Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein is the matchups for the Thunder. For the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving is the point guard. Klay Thompson, the shooting guard. Small forward is Cooper Flagg. Anthony Davis, the power forward. And Derek Lively, the second, is the center. Those are your starting five for the Mavericks and for the Thunder here today. It's great to have you with us on this deal. First time I've had Sean finally join me for an NBA game. Of course, we did the Comets and Round Rock Express series. We only did all but one series, but that's fine with me. But we are ready to go.
Your Monday on 2K Sports with some NBA hoops. Joined by Grant Hill.
So both teams trying to was Thunder played against the Hawks and won.
On Wednesday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And that game against Houston, that one will be the 7th on the season for them. The team will still be looking
all right, so here we go. Senor Sean's ready. I'm ready.
Oklahoma City.
Really excited. Glad to be here in Dallas. Of course, this is our wrap-up of the three-game road trip for the Thunder. Don't know if this is the... Don't know about Dallas, if this is their home, if they've been at home for a while. But here we go. We're underway at the American Airlines Center. Hello, Senor Sean, as he's here in Dallas for Thunder and Mavericks. Both teams are 3-0, Senor. Isn't that pretty good to start the season? As Shai gets the first 2 points.
Traveling, the hotel rooms, changing time zones, but find your flow again eventually.
And so it's Dallas with
yep, Mavericks wearing their home whites because they're the home team with the Mavericks in blue letters and blue numbers. That three was off. Thunder in their road blues with the white letters and numbers. Thunder coming off a win last time out. That was on Tuesday against the Atlanta Hawks. Dallas, I'm trying to remember who they last played, but they won. Hello, one person watching, as Dort has the ball. Just underway here at the American Airlines Center. I've been wanting to go to the American Airlines Center for quite some time, whether it's for my sports team or me going against Dallas team. But it's nice to be here inside, courtside here at the American Airlines Center. Of course, home. Oh yeah, on this Friday evening. As Luke Dort has the ball, Thunder up 2-0. Well, that ball was missed. Hartenstein gets the rebound and scores. Hartenstein had somewhat of a contribute on Tuesday against Atlanta. And this is the first of three, as I said, as we will take on the Dallas Mavericks as Klay Thompson hits a splash. So the Dallas Mavericks on the board, now trailing 4-3 here in the first, 2 minutes in.
Pass to Hartenstein. Hartenstein a screen.
And you bet you Klay Thompson will be a Hall of Famer, in my honest opinion. You would absolutely agree with me on that. That three was missed. Lively got the rebound. Of course, we are playing first of 3 games between the Thunder and the Mavericks. 2 of them here in this building. The only lone meeting will be when Dallas takes on Oklahoma City at the Paycom Center, but that's later in the year.
He has the touch to just drop it in with ease.
Dort outside. Williams on the wing.
Yeah, Jay Will, who had a big game on Tuesday against the Hawks, that's missed. Rebound by Irving. I really think the Dallas Mavericks, and I've played them in my career mode game, which you guys will see that later on. The Dallas Mavericks have a very good lineup. I mean, it was a big shock when they traded Luka Doncic to the Lakers, as that was a nice three by the big man, Anthony Davis. Mavs up 8-4. I really feel like this first full year with Anthony Davis, how will the Mavericks do compared to before the trade last year, as that three is missed? Davis got the rebound. Klay Thompson played for the Warriors. That three is good, and the Mavericks are just off to a hot start. Timeout, Oklahoma City.
We know momentum can change in an instant.
So Mark Degno will call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Remember, this is a back-to-back for the Thunder. They will be back home tomorrow when they take on the Sacramento Kings. So this is the first game of a back-to-back for the Thunder. But at least the good news is, and you can alliterate this a little bit better for you, Senor, they don't have far to go. Only 3 hours to go home. So they'll sleep in their beds tonight. Yeah, not the start the Thunder was hoping for. Remember, they had this slow start on Tuesday against the Hawks. Now they're off to a not-so-good start, which you got to give Mavericks fans a lot of credit. I mean, yeah, last year was kind of, difficult trying to get past the Luka Doncic trade to the Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis, but you got Anthony Davis, a good player. You got Klay Thompson, awesome player. Former champion Klay Thompson. The Splash Brothers you mentioned. So I really think the Mavericks are just hoping that they can build for the future. And you got Lively the second, who's also a good player.
Teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to offense. Number one, the Thunder.
Their defense.
Cooper Flagg, one of the Rookie of the Year contenders in the NBA.
And capitalizing at the other end.
As the Thunder will inbound the ball. That was Hartenstein to SGA over to Hartenstein. Mavericks lead 11-4 over the Thunder. It is early in the season. That three is a Chiching Thunder money ball. Jalen Williams, who had a career game against the Hawks. And look at that score, Sean. You can say it's 7-11.
Irving against SGA.
I was wondering when we were going to get to that scoreboard, as Irving misses the shot, but he was fouled by SGA, and the Mavericks will go to the line to take free throws. Thunder have had fewer free throws. They've waited till the second half to get free throws. The first time we're going to see the Mavericks take some free throws here in this first quarter. First three games for the Thunder, they've been fouling until the second half, but now they've done it in the first quarter.
He has shot 50, 40,
so the first one is good.
Season, and we all know about his ability to finish at the rim.
This was a team I was drafted, by the way, in 2023, the 2K23 career mode.
And legs, you look at this Mavericks
at least you can officially say, I'd like to be on the team for each of the league's 29 other cities. There's a reason I don't want to be drafted by the Thunder, because they got some good players on there. So, until they end up having to be on the rebuild, then I would be on there. And there's a foul and the bucket, as Irving has fouled SGA, who got 30 points in the game at Atlanta, and he'll go to the line for a three-point lay, but the Mavericks will still have the lead if he makes this free throwing line. So first free throw for the Thunder. Didn't have a free throw, I don't think, against the Hawks on Tuesday.
When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Just a reminder, no matter in these Thunder games that we do, we're getting VC earned for my players, so that's why I love doing these season games, as that was stolen by Jalen Williams.
He can decelerate once he gets into the paint. That change of pace makes it very difficult to stop, and it's the
that's something I think you and I were talking about before we came on the air, is can these two teams limit the turnovers And that's going to be a thing we're going to have to keep our eye on during this contest and in the season series between these two. Remember, first of 3 between these two. Here's a 3. That's missed.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. It's a 3-point game. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
Yes, we do. Hardenstein gets the 2, but the Mavs lead is up to 1, or down to 1, rather.
And if you want to see how well coached a team is, just look at their efficiency.
Of course, I've been past the American Airlines Center. I've never been in until now. That 3 was missed. Holmgren got the rebound to J. Will. Not a good start for Kyrie Irving. 1 for 5, 4 points. Needs to clean it up. Here's a 3. That's missed. Lively got the rebound. Over to Cooper Flagg. And then Clay for 3. It's off.
And he almost made them regret defending himself.
Almost.
Beyond the arc. That one's good.
And Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball as Chet Holmgren knocks down the 3. Thunder lead now 15-13. So Mavericks got to do something, get back to where they had that 11-4 lead.
To stop the run. Irving, no good.
Yep, no good for Irving.
But the defender just as determined to send him away.
2:20 and counting for the Mavericks on their scoring drought. As SGA gets a 3, it's missed. Cooper Flagg got the rebound. I'm really curious how Cooper Flagg's going to do against the Thunder, because this is the first time he's taken on SGA. As Irving gets a 3, that one was missed.
Here's Dort, and he gets it to go. And now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
And Luke Dort got the lead, 13-2 run for the Thunder. But we've seen the Dallas Mavericks, and timeout for the Mavericks. I think that's a good idea. Call a timeout. Tell the guys, hey, regroup.
I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
(17-13) Thunder here in the first. Under 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. And, of course, this is the same building that they share NHL hockey with, the Dallas Stars. Well, definitely, Dallas Stars, we really hope they can win a Stanley Cup in this decade. They've come close a couple of times, almost had it sealed, but came up short. But the Dallas Stars, we can say this, they will never give up. Trust me, they will never give up.
Checked in for Lively.
Got some substitutions for both teams.
Russell subbed in for Klay Thompson. Then for
We got Caruso and Wallace for the Thunder. Let's see who they got for the Mavericks. I think that's D'Angelo Russell, I believe, who's checked in for the Mavs. Washington's in. There's D'Angelo.
Russell, the pass to Gafford.
Cooper Flagg, 16 points last night. So the Mavericks is coming off a back-to-back. Of course, they played their Toronto Raptors and won last night.
And there's Caruso. That one's good. On the assist by SGA.
15-2 run for the Thunder. Another 2 points. Thunder up 19-13.
Hey, Brian. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said,
Cooper Flagg's been off to a good start,
to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Dagnall said, our job is
Cooper Flagg gets some 2 points. Good for him. 5 for 14 on the field goal. Thunder up by 4 now. 8 for 17 for the Thunder. 5 for 14 for the Mavericks. So I think the Mavericks will need to just settle down and just take it one possession at a time, because they're just rushing on their shots, if you ask me. As Wallace scores.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations.
36% for the Mavericks, 50 for the Thunder. That probably tells you why the Mavericks are struggling. Just need to take it one possession at a time. Russell for three. It's good. That's the first points for Russell. Thunder lead now down to 3 at 21-18.
Here's Holmgren. Caruso, pass to Wallace. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA for three. Can't hit. Gafford got the rebound to Russell.
Down low.
So now the Mavericks got something. Irving almost got the 2 points, and it missed. So Carson Wallace gets the rebound. Not a good start for Irving. 1 of 8. Ugh.
Caruso, pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
He played bad in my career mode when I was on the Spurs.
With the fadeaway.
SGA with a fadeaway. It's missed. Cooper Flag gets the rebound.
Win against Toronto last time out.
There's
And at the
Kyrie.
offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of
There's
ways
the
to
stats on the
punish
Mavericks game.
Coaching staff had them prepared.
They played last night. And of course, they're on a second game of a back-to-back.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. Nice ball movement.
Yeah, it was a bad shot. This Holmgren has got it. I have one other person watching. I know Sean's watching just for expertise. SGA for 2. It's good. SGA gets 2 points. Thunder back up to 5. SGA MVP of the NBA Finals last year. Thunder, the defending NBA champions, trying to do something that's only happened a couple of times. Go back to back as Irving cannot hit. Hardenstein gets the rebound.
Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Pass to Wallace.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was Russell. Thank you, Sean.
Caruso, screen on Irving.
I keep thinking that was a good dunk there, and Thunder lead back up 7. Carson Wallace.
How you capitalize on a screen.
And good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Washington has been fouled by Chet Holmgren.
Let's see how last year's top scorers
So
stack up on the 2K
Washington
leaderboard.
will go make some free throws.
Alexander on top.
For him, it was a season to remember. And I think his fans would say the same.
Yeah, or get in the penalty, as you mentioned.
2 shots.
Another thing I think you and I could agree on, Senor, is we could possibly have, Dallas and Oklahoma City playing in the Emerald Cup, which, by the way, that's going to be starting up very soon.
Well, it's well deserved when you look at a championship team, and they are just
the play-in tournament.
You hate to use that D word, but when it's all said and done, they can run off a few of them.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the
The Emerald NBA Cup, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we do that, and we're going to be live in Las Vegas.
Who's better than the Thunder?
The answer, nobody. They pressure the ball, they run.
That was missed. Rebound by Marshall, who, by the way, checked in. PJ Washington to Russell. And he nails it. So more points for Washington. It's 4-point lead for the Thunder. Really close first quarter. I think you and I were talking about this in the pregame that both teams 3-0, both don't want to lose. Unfortunately, somebody's going to lose as Wallace nails a 3, so that's another Thunder money ball. Cha-ching, Thunder up by 7. But these two teams playing really close. It's like we don't know who's going to win until the final buzzer.
Russell against Caruso. Here's Gafford.
And Gafford with the slam. Go ahead.
He really understands where to get his man the ball.
Yeah. 28-23 Thunder. Wallace for 3. That's missed. So that's how the first quarter's going to end. Thunder up 28-23 over the Mavericks.
Leading by 5. And we'll get things started in the
So,
second quarter when
pretty
we
good
return.
first quarter from both teams. Really a close game, which we expected that between these two. Hope you're having a good NBA Friday here at the American Airlines Center. Mavericks will inbound the ball, to start the second quarter. Yes, give me the dunce hat, Sean. Thank you. Oh, Anthony Davis wasting no time getting another point. He's averaging 19.3 points a game, and the Mavericks are down by 3.
Just owning the paint so far.
On the court for the Thunder.
Wallace for 3 does not hit. Washington with the rebound. So as you mentioned, you know, the turnover has been the issue, but now the Mavericks ended the first quarter on a high, and now they're starting the second quarter big time. As here's Davis for 2. He nails it just like that. The Mavericks are within 1.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Here's Wallace. And the 3 off target.
Gaffer gets the rebound. There's Marshall to Washington.
Inside.
As you're hearing the Mavs chant, let's go Mavs. And Anthony Davis gives Dallas the lead.
8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
6 points, just like that. Mavericks are up 29-28. Now you're hearing the defense chant. As here's a shot that's missed. Just like that, Dallas has turned that momentum into good momentum. Now can they extend their lead on the Thunder? At least the good thing is it's computer, so it's like computer teams on computer teams. That's missed. Rebound by Deng to Caruso.
Caruso with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nothing on offense from them yet in the second quarter. Williams misses.
Another 3 missed for the Thunder. Rebound by the Mavs.
Pass to Russell.
I think that's something you and I will be talking about a lot during the season series, is that these two are these two have good history. You know, they faced off against each other in the playoffs, so it's not a surprise as Washington's 3 is off. Aaron Wiggins gets the rebound.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now Wallace.
Over to Wallace.
Outside, Williams.
I'm definitely looking forward. Here's a 3. It's good. Cha-ching, Thunder money ball for the great 8. His second of the night. 31-29 Thunder. So it's a back and forth game, which we expected that between these two.
Davis down low, pounded by
Here's a 3. It's missed.
The Thunder have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter.
Yeah.
Here's Williams.
0 for 5. Well, you can make it 0 for 6 for the Thunder.
Dallas has gone
Not the start of the second quarter they were hoping for. Just like we were talking about in the first, they were off to a Mavericks got out to 11-4 run to start the game. Russell needs to get a shot off it right now. Here's a 2. That's going to be missed. Thunder still lead by 2. J. Will, 3. That's missed. Marshall with the rebound. That was a questionable shot there by Marshall.
And you look at the versatility on both ends. He can shoot it, drive it, and defend multiple.
Another 3 missed. Thunder with the rebound. So both teams really hitting, as we call, bricks right now. Here's another. Yep, Cha-ching, Thunder money ball.
Their defense has to do
and now it's a 5-point lead for the Thunder. Timeout is called for the Dallas Mavericks.
Take the opportunity to regroup. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
Yeah, both teams not doing good here in the second quarter, even though the Thunder's up by 5.
He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Of course, as I said, first of 3 between these two. Of course, you know, I've been through Big D before. You know, been to Denton, been to Dallas, Fort Worth area. Love a good steak. Of course, Thunder, last game they played was on Tuesday. That was the last broadcast I brought you all. We'll be live. Oh, Texas barbecue. You can't beat that. Next broadcast for yours truly, I will be back home. We'll be back home on Sunday. 8:45 tip against the Sacramento Kings. Of course, Thunder will start a 3-game homestand before we head out west for a 4-game road trip starting on the West Coast.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Dallas.
Yeah, going to be weird going a long time until we play the Mavericks. It's not like the Comets who, we played 4 series against each other this past season against the Round Rock Express, but at least next year we get 2 apiece, 2 in Round Rock and 2 in Oklahoma City, which I like that a lot better than like only series in Oklahoma City, if you know what I mean. So I would rather keep 2 in Round Rock, 2 in Oklahoma City for the Comets baseball. As Washington takes a 3, it's good. Good 3 for PJ Washington. Thunder up by 2.
Outside, SGA. Lets it go from deep.
Nope, missed that one. Washington gets the rebound. So the second quarter struggles continue as here's Gafford as he's going to take a shot. It's missed. Holmgren got the rebound. SGA, by the way, checked back in as there's Caruso to SGA over to Jalen Williams.
Now here's Williams.
SGA for 3. That's missed. Davis gets the rebound.
Put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
Outside Irving.
And Irving for 3. It's missed. Almost went in, but it bounced out of the rim. And it's still a 2-point lead for the Thunder.
Williams from long range.
J. Will for 3. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. Jalen Williams off to a good start. It's now a 5-point lead for the Thunders. Dallas needs to get something going right about now. As Kyrie Irving is really struggling. Here's a 3. It's good. Washington is on fire here, carrying the Mavericks. It's now 37-35.
Right there, you see the kick out.
Now here's Williams. He's got 9.
Here's a 3 for Williams. That was going. That was a bad shot. Washington with a rebound.
Washington passes to
Over to Kyrie. Kyrie not doing good in the shot department. We'll just call it that because I don't want to say a 5-letter word, which I think y'all know what the 5-letter word is. Marshall for 2. That's missed. Holmgren gets the rebound.
Thunder with a lead to the middle. Here's Williams.
Jay Will gets 2 points there, and it's 4-point lead, and the Mavericks will have to take a timeout.
He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
It is still a close game. It's not like it's a blowout, Sean, and I think it's great to have a close game like this rather than having a blowout, if you ask me. Yeah, kind of like what we were talking about earlier, with the spaced out schedule in the NBA. It's a lot different compared to like 150 games where you're with an opponent for 6 weeks or 6 games in a series, whereas this one you're spaced out where you have to play 2 game sets against the 15 Eastern Conference and then like 3 to 4 games in your conference. As far as that's concerned, and that could be really great because 82 games in 30 cities is, I think, and you would attest to this, would be different than, let's say, going to Sacramento or going to Reno or Las Vegas for a week to play baseball and then come home and start a 2-week homestand or a 2-week road stand, or road trip rather. I think you would agree with me.
Mavericks trail by 4. Thompson outside.
Klay Thompson back in the game. Cooper flag. There's Anthony Davis, superstar. Thompson for 3. That's off.
Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. And 10 last made. Dallas with a 1.8% chance.
There's a 3 missed by the Thunder. So Oklahoma City struggles in the second quarter continues. Well, and as soon as you just said that, Kyrie Irving just nailed a 3. It's now a 1-point lead as soon as you bring that up.
Tries the spin move.
But at least, but as you said, you know, the Mavericks, as that 3 is missed. But as you said, the Mavericks have done a much better job in the second quarter than Oklahoma City has done.
Thompson scanning the floor.
And I said this, you know, back before that timeout. Mavericks need to get something going. There's a dunk by Anthony Davis. The 3 was missed. Davis was there for the rebound. And the Mavericks, just like that, have a 1-point lead.
Left side, Williams.
You won't be surprised if Anthony Davis is in the dunk contest at All-Star break.
Steps back and shoots. Double team on SGA. Oh, nice finish from the
that's a good shot for Shea. It's a 1-point lead. But like I said, you know, this has been a close game. This is not like what happened to the Thunder in their last game against the Hawks, where they got off to a bad start and then got it together in the first 3 quarters. In the second 3 quarters, as that 3 is missed by Irving.
Williams has got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah.
Takes the 3.
That's fakes the 3, gives it to Holmgren, and he scores. Thunder leading by 3.
They've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below.
Yeah, they need to get a lot more. Need to stop SGA.
Thompson, a screen on SGA.
Irving for 3. We're tied.
Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
We are tied at 43 on a 3 by Kyrie Irving. And the Thunder will have to call timeout.
Let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of a slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery.
I think we can agree on this. We didn't expect this game to be close. You and I were thinking, well, it's the Thunder, you know, they're probably going to be harder on the Mavericks. No, the Mavericks are really putting up a very good fight, which that's what we expected coming into this game tonight. We'll have the Inside the NBA crew back in the studios. They'll take you through the halftime. As you're seeing the Dallas Maverick fans having a great time watching a very good game, which all of us are excited. Yep. Of course, we got the Pepsi post-game show. Pepsi, the official proud beverage of the Dallas Mavericks. Of course, they won their only NBA championship back in 2011, which was one of the greatest championships. Of course, Hall of Famer Dirk Nowitzki, which let's face it, Dirk Nowitzki was, in my opinion, the best Mavericks player by far. And the Mavericks have not won a championship since.
Here's Wallace. He has 7. SGA, a screen on Thompson. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
Wallace got it too, and it was good. 6 lead changes, 1 tie in this game summary. So, like what you and I were talking about, as Thompson responds with a 2 of his own, we're tied again.
His career has developed. Clay has added this to his arsenal, becoming more than just a shooter.
This is why we love Thunder Mavericks. It should be close games every time these two teams face off. Whether it's here in Dallas or in Oklahoma City. Go ahead.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot.
Flag for 3. Almost got it in, but it bounces out. So there's the rebound for the Thunder.
43% for the floor. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
As that was a 3 for SGA. Thunder up by 3.
Out on the floor, that will create some driving lanes going forward.
It's Washington. Goes it over the flag, back to Washington. Thunder up by 3. Thompson for 3. He responds. We're tied again.
Our 2K insider calling into the story. What do you got, chums?
We got ourselves a good one here in Dallas tonight, boys and girls. And Holmgren gets a 3 back of his own. Thunder up by 3. Let's see if the Mavericks can respond with a 3 of their own. As Washington gets a 2, and it's 51-50. PJ Washington 3 for 4, 9 points so far.
He's a fantastic floor general. Excellent at knowing when to get it to open teammates.
SGA passes to Wallace.
Wallace says good, and Thunder lead back up to 3.
11 points in the game.
11 points for Payson Wallace. 1 for 4 from downtown, 5 for 9 in the field goal department. Does Kyrie Irving have another 3 up his sleeve, or is he going to take a 2? Oh, doing the Euro step, it's in. So Irving, 12 points, but he's 4-14 in the field goal department is what's the big issue, and the Mavericks only down by 1.
Toward outside. It's Hartenstein, high post. Pass to Wallace. Shot clock at 6. For 3.
Here's a 3. It's good. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. It's 56-52 Thunder. As Kyrie Irving has the ball. Shot clock is off, so no matter what happens, he can take some points. Here's a shot for Irving. It's missed, and it's going to be 56-52 Thunder going into halftime. Very good competitive first half by these two teams, really making it close.
Up by 4, and we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Yep, we're going to send it to you, and then we're going to take an intermission because I'm getting ready to get some ice. Oh, here comes a half-court shot. Let's see if this person will make, or if this girl will make it. Let's see. Here's the shot. Ah, missed. Good try. Yep.
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight. Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them, but I'll go with either Bird or Jordan, because trash talk is only good if you can back it up.
I really can't say because nobody talked trash to me. They were too afraid of the consequences.
Okay, now that's a lie, because I talk trash to you all the time, and I haven't seen any consequences.
Oh, just wait till the next break, buddy boy. Been saving up.
Now looking at this Oklahoma City game, the Thunder dealing with a thin margin.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, and those starters are going to have the fresh legs for the second half.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Yeah, we're going to actually take a commercial break because I'm getting ready to go get some ice. Because I need to get ice in the cup before we get this third quarter underway.
And we may be in for an exciting...
Alright, let me get some ice. This is Thunder and Mavericks basketball. American Airlines Center, home of the Dallas Mavericks and also the Dallas Stars in the NHL. As we are ready to begin quarter number 3 in Big D. Dean DeVoe, Sean Hart with you here at the American Airlines Center. YouTuber and Caleb Hobbs taking care of duties back in our WWLS The Sports Animal, and also 105.3 The Fan.
It is it's very nice so far during this game. Talking about some of the main headlines on this game so far, and it's been a strong starting quarter for the Mavericks. Tough parts late. While the Thunder, they've been just having the troubles from a lot of the portions here in this game so far.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We're going to see who can try to counteract all those possibilities in the second half here, and we'll see who can pull out the win.
You look at the first half stats here, brought to you by H&H Shooting Sports. 3 for 4 from the field free throws for the Mavericks, 38% from downtown, 44 from field goal range. Thunder 47%, but they're struggling at 3. 9 of 28 from downtown. There's the other thing. I think the other thing you and I were talking about during the break is, you got to limit the fouls. And, of course, no team has gotten into the penalty deal where they have to shoot free throws automatically, but that will come into play in the second half.
It's without a doubt that's going to be the case.
Only 1 turnover for the Mavericks, no points to show for it off a turnover, so I think that's something they'll have to clean during the half, if you ask me. 12 points for Kyrie. He's got 1 rebound, 4 assists, 4 of 15 from downtown. Klay Thompson's got 11. Anthony Davis, P.J. Washington, D'Angelo Russell, of course, used to play for the Nets. Cooper Flagg, I think, needs to have a step up in the second half. Only scoring 2 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. I don't think that's going to cut it, and I think you would agree that's not going to cut it when you're taking on a very good Thunder team who won the championship a season ago. As we've yet to see Dante Ekstrom and Jaden Hardy play in this game. Of course, neither of them are in the lineup. Isaiah Joe has yet to play. Whereas you look at Carson Wallace, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Shea got 12, 1, 7. 11-4-4 for Jalen Williams. Chet Holmgren, 8-6-0. Hardestein, 4 points, 4 rebounds, no assists. And then Kwasmani Dang, 3 points. Luke Dort has had 2. Luke Dort's been off to a struggling start this season. Caruso's got 2. Thomas Schwarber has Zippo. Aaron Wiggins, Zippo. Of course, Isaiah Joe and Kendrick Williams and Nikola Topic has yet to play here tonight.
Based on how close of a game we've seen so far.
We're getting ready for the second half here. Thunder and Mavericks, first time these two teams are meeting this season. First of 3. We're playing 2 in Dallas, 1 in Oklahoma City. I was not sure why my screen went black there for a second, but that was weird. Anyway, Mavericks are about to inbound the ball. We're underway here in the second half.
Kyrie and Klay pair up to make the back.
Hopefully everybody got themselves a slice of pizza or a nice, juicy, delicious burgers. Here's a 3 that's missed.
The lineup out there for the Mavericks. One of the all-time great shooters, Tim. Klay Thompson has put on some legendary shooting displays.
Well, B.A., he has a picture-perfect shooting stroke.
There's a 3 that's missed. Rebound, and that's a foul by Lively. First foul of the game, and free throws for the Thunder.
Tim, when you talk about Isaiah Hartenstein, how impressive has his development been?
Yeah, so free throws already for the Thunder. First one's in the second half. First time they've had free throws in both halves this season.
He's become invaluable as a
the previous 3 games, only 3 free throws combined in the first 3 games for the Thunder, as the first one's good. Of course, in my group home as of this stream, I have no ice, which I may have to make an ice stop. Excuse me.
Both good from the line that time.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Hey, Pizza and Pop filled me up here tonight in Dallas as Lively has the ball here. Mavericks leading 58-52, excuse me. Hey, you can't beat Pizza and Pop here in Dallas as that 3 is off. SGA has the ball. Holmgren being guarded by Davis. That was missed. Good defense by Anthony Davis. Really good defense.
Outside Davis. And here's Thompson for 3.
Thompson for 3 is... Yeah, Thompson missed the 3. The rebound by the Thunder.
Inside.
Another foul, this time on Anthony Davis. Thunder getting more free throws just like that. Dallas getting way aggressive. Not even a minute and a half in the second half.
What a stretch big can be in the NBA.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
At some point, the Thunder will start losing games. At some point in the season, we'll start seeing it, because the first one is good.
We talk about NBA wings, Legs. What are the most important skills in your mind?
Biggest lead for the Thunder this game. Of course, Dallas had a 7-point lead. That was their biggest lead in the game.
You also have to be able to create.
One of the best things coming to Dallas is going to Buc-ee's, which I'll be definitely going there after the game to get some dessert, which is ice cream, so hooray. That's super. Hey, you can't go to Dallas without stopping at Buc-ee's for ice cream. You know what I mean?
Now here's Thompson. 11 points in the game.
Ooh, good rebound. Irving for 3, ching, it's in. So Kyrie Irving, 12 points in the first half. He's got 15, Mavericks down by 4.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Now here's Williams. Defense is right there. 5 to shoot. Back to Holmgren. Goes up on the
good defense for Dallas. That was missed. Very good defense for the Mavs.
Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
4 for 12 for Jalen Williams.
3 attempts and 3 misses.
0 for 3 in the second half for Jalen Williams. Here's Irving. It's in, and just like that, the Mavericks' lead is now deficit's down to 2.
Kyrie will always find a way to score.
That's to Hartenstein.
Jalen to Hartenstein. As the defense chant is getting louder here in Dallas.
Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. Impressive.
As that goes in, it's now a 4-point lead for the Thunder.
Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
That's the first basket they've made in the second half for the Thunder. Remember, the rest of their points is free throws. As Irving gets 2 more points, 61-59 for the Thunder. So Irving is finally getting it together here in the second half.
He can get whatever he wants.
Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Dort. Takes a 3.
There's a 3. It is good. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball.
You talk about a guy who made himself
64-59 Oklahoma City. Klay Thompson has the ball. 5-point deficit for the Mavs.
Screen by Lively. Good chance here for Irving.
And that shot's in. It's now 3 points for the Thunder.
Showing us a little bit of everything.
So the Mavericks starting to click it here in the second half. And Mark Daigneault will call timeout. So good job to the Dallas Mavericks here in the second half of this game tonight. Thunder will call their 3rd timeout of this game. Next game for the Thunder, as I talked about, will be on Sunday, 8:45 tip against the Sacramento Kings. First meeting between OKC and Sacramento. Of course, they have Of course, their interim coach, now the head coach for the Kings. Yeah, and we wrap up the homestand with Sean's other favorite team that we always do when we do score checks. Fresno. Yeah, the Memphis Grizzlies, which have gone through a massive overhaul. I really would like to see Fresno Grizzlies back on MLB. Just saying. Yeah, but yeah. So that way, every time I say OKC comments taking on Sean's favorite team, that's not the Round Rock Express, then we would start saying, last season the Grizzlies were third, so it'll be the first meeting for the Grizzlies and Thunder. Of course, Grizzlies, a younger group. I was either thinking when I was doing my career, I was either going to join San Antonio or Dallas or maybe the Grizzlies. But it didn't have the Brooklyn Nets on there, which was a surprise, but I went against my bet. But don't be surprised next season if I go back to the Eastern Conference. If you know what I mean. Nice two for the Thunder by SGA. 5-point lead for Oklahoma City. So if the Mavericks want to have any chances of winning this game,
here's Irving. And the layup is good.
Regroup as Irving gets a 2, so he's got 11-23 in the game. It's a 3-point lead, so as soon as you just said they need to regroup, boy, they just started regrouping right there. But they left Dortz open, it's missed. Lively gets the rebound.
Irving looking around.
Kyrie with the Euro, it's blocked. Mavericks were looking for a foul, didn't get one. Thankfully, it was missed by the Thunder. Davis got the rebound. Mavericks were hoping for a foul on the Thunder. They didn't get one, and Davis slams it down. It's now a 1-point lead for the Thunder. He just slammed it on Hardenstein, and Hardenstein didn't see that one coming. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
There's a 3 for SGA. That's missed. Lively with the rebound. Thunder's starting to play a bit sloppy here in the second half. And just like that, that's allowing the Mavericks. Now, if they can take care of this possession right here, as here's a 3, it's good. And the Mavs take the lead, 68-66. Thankfully, they're not going to hit that number.
Shot to stop the run, and it's Hartenstein.
And now we're tied at 68.
And it's 8 points for Isaiah Hartenstein.
We got a great game. This is game 4 of 82. Oh, by the way. And I'm starting to wonder as Davis gets the dunk and the Mavericks retake the lead, I would not be surprised if this game goes to overtime tonight.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And timeout for the Thunder.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
And you were just talking about that the Mavericks need to regroup, and they did. Thunder did not. Thunder's been playing sloppy a bit in this third quarter. And we still have another quarter to go. We have, 5:04 left in this quarter, and we still have another 12 minutes to go in the game. Well, you talked about at the beginning of the show, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. Somebody's going to go 4-0, somebody's going to lose their first game. I mean, at some point, all 30 teams know they're going to lose at least a game. Of course, the Thunder blew out the Hawks on Tuesday. And they're not playing like they did against the Hawks on Tuesday. Even though Trae Young had a very lopsided game. And you got to think, you know, you had a day off. Well, actually, in the video game, they had a day off getting to play Dallas. And, you know, they traveled to Dallas on Wednesday, practiced yesterday, getting ready for this game here tonight. And out of bounds. Thunder turned the ball over, stepped out of bounds. It will be Mavericks ball, and we got a substitution already as Dort's going to go sit down. That's another thing the Thunder needs to quit doing is when they have the ball, stepping out of bounds, turning the ball over, giving it to the Mavericks. I wonder if the Dallas Mavericks will take advantage on that turnover.
He's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Flag. He's got 5.
Well, that's an excellent contest, and then he finished.
That shot missed by Cooper Flag, by the way.
Hartenstein, and that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Outside Davis.
And a lot of pressure comes expectations.
Back to Irving. 3-pointer. Oklahoma City grabs the miss.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Yeah. You saw the stats there with the
Russell against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Mavericks box score.
Right wing.
SGA over the Holmgren.
The 3 from Holmgren.
He'll take the 3. It's missed. Rebound by Gafford.
And so it's Russell
and D'Angelo Russell.
The Dallas Mavericks. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that'll wrap up what has been a 5-game homestand for them.
5-game homestand for the Mavericks, Sean.
Anthony Davis packs it down.
You're taking on the Eastern Conference champions, the Indiana Pacers. You guys have been at home for 5 games. So you haven't been on the road until after the Pacers.
Alexander against Russell. Now here's SGA. He's closely guarded. Yep. That one's good. SGA's got 6 here in the quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Good on the bucket.
Love that look there.
Yep, Gafford got 2 points. Thunder got 2 points. Mavericks return to favorites. Back to a 2-point lead for Dallas.
Wallace outside. SGA looking around.
SGA takes a shot. It's good. We're tied at 74 with 2:40 left to go in the third.
Tonight, he started slow, but he refocused at halftime, and he has really picked it up.
And we got a foul. It's on Gifford, so the Mavericks will turn the ball over. It'll be Thunder basketball.
Well, my feeling is
it was an illegal screen,
consistently both ways.
is what they called it on the court.
Wiggins comes in for Holmgren.
We got some substitutions coming in. Jalen will go sit down. SGA has the ball. Been a very good contest, and of course, as I said, first of 3 games, Sean will join me in the court side. Of course, our court side right down here.
Pass to Caruso.
As we're on the other side of the bench.
Washington grabs
so that's missed. Washington gets the rebound.
Washington's got 5 rebounds in the game. Now here's Marshall.
Yeah.
Outside Russell.
Only 3 games we get to do this, which is crazy. Of course, next time we'll see the Mavericks will be in Oklahoma City. But that's a long way from now.
No good with the triple.
That's a 3 missed.
Oklahoma City has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Marshall got the rebound.
The Mavericks shooting an excellent rate of 56% on the third.
I said only first of 3. Wouldn't be surprised if you see a playoff series between these two, which knowing Senor Sean and I will definitely be doing that, as that 3 is missed by number 13 of the Mavericks. I think that was...
Deep, SGA.
We're going to have a fun series. SGA gets the rebound. Under a minute to go here in the third. SGA for a 2. It's missed again. Marshall with the rebound. Thunder taking way too many shots as here's a 3. That's missed.
Wallace has got 4 rebounds now.
74-74 here in the third.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. Fires it. That doesn't go either for SGA.
Yep, SGA missed another basket. There's a lob. That's stolen by Williams. That was going to be a lob right there, but Williams there with the steal. Thunder will get the ball. 6 seconds between the shot and the game. As Carson Wallace for 3, that's missed. 6 seconds, 5. Exum to Washington, and he gets it before the shot clock cheese, and the Mavericks have the lead, and that is how quarter number 3 is going to end.
The third quarter. What a tight game we've got going.
That was a shot clock cheese right there, my man.
We've got more in store for you right after this.
If the first 3 quarters were any indication, this fourth quarter is going to get good, y'all.
Let's get going.
As we'll see your State Farm assists of the game.
Tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision.
And it's going to be the Dallas Mavericks right there getting the assist of the game.
For one another, that's the definition of teamwork.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us.
Wiggins to J-Will as we start the fourth.
Wallace and Williams run the wings. Jalen Williams out there with Aaron Wiggins.
And a Chichinga Thunder money ball. It is tied at 77.
He was watching for the outside opening.
And Russell
this will be who wants this win more, the Mavs or the Thunder?
Washington outside. Now Marshall. Lets the 3
Marshall for 3. It's good, and the Mavericks retake the lead. These fans have earned their money's worth. They're enjoying a good game here tonight in Dallas.
Now here's Wallace. Pass to Williams.
And as you said, the Red River rivalry between these two, as OKC missed another shot. Rebound by the Mavs. Mavericks' biggest lead has been 7.
And here's Russell. Davis with a screen on Caruso. Russell from outside.
Russell missed. Williams gets the rebound. Jalen gets it. J-Will. Wallace for 3. That's missed. Washington with the rebound. Thunder really playing inconsistent here in the second half.
Back to Washington. Outside Davis.
Davis needs to get that shot. Marshall for 3. It's missed.
Thunder trail by 3.
Marshall was the one who put the shot clock cheese after the third quarter.
Caruso outside. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Williams. Right side, Williams. Back to Williams. And foul called on Jalen.
And there's a foul. It's a charging foul. And a turnover for the Thunder. It will be Mavericks ball. First foul for Jalen, for number 6, Williams. And the Mavericks will get the ball. That was a good charging foul. Good job on the Mavericks defense. That's a turnover automatically for Oklahoma City. And as soon as you said that, 2 points for Anthony Davis. It's now a 5-point lead for the Mavericks. Remember, their biggest lead was 7 back in quarter number 1.
Here's Wallace.
As Wallace tried to fake a 3, it's turned over. Davis gets the ball. Here's P.J. Washington. He makes a basket, and the Mavericks up 84-77. A costly turnover for Oklahoma City. Mavericks capitalize just like that. Mavericks have tied their largest lead of the game just like that.
Wallace outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right side, Joe.
As Isaiah Joe gets his first basket, it's now 84-79 Mavs.
Difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving.
Dallas really want to beat Oklahoma City. Of course, you know, I don't remember who won the season series between these two last year. I think it was the Oklahoma City Thunder, if I'm correct.
Fires from deep.
As here's a nice shot for Irving, it's missed. So Dallas would like to get their revenge and snap Oklahoma City's 3-game winning streak against the Mavs.
Caruso outside. The three.
As Caruso gets a 3, that's missed. Washington with the rebound. Washington's been playing very good this season for the Mavs.
Now Gafford. Pass to Washington. Looks up a 3.
Here's a 3 for Washington. It's missed.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 5.
Plus also the turnovers like that charging foul and the stepping out of bounds field. That's probably what hurt Oklahoma City, is the cha-ching another Thunder money ball for J. Will. But the Mavericks lead is at 84-82.
He's got 4 made threes on the night.
Russell pass to Irving. The 3-ball.
Irving for 3, it's good. 87-82 Mavericks.
Williams against Davis. Caruso, screen on Davis.
I know.
Caruso,
nice
left
splash.
side.
Caruso for 2. That's going to be missed. Irving gets the rebound. He's now on fire here in the second half. And as you talked about at halftime, Sean, Mavericks really a good team. They want to snap Oklahoma City's winning streak. Here's a 3. That's missed. Wiggins with the rebound.
And so it's Caruso who
Thunder and Kings, 8:45 tip on Sunday. Hope you will join me for that. As Joe gets a 3 and it's in, so another Thunder money ball. But the Mavericks lead 87-85.
Shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Davis down low.
As the Mavericks
working on Williams. Davis, the pass to Washington.
hands it over to Washington, over to Irving. Irving for 3, it's missed. Was hoping for a foul, did not get one. As Caruso over to Wallace.
On the wing, Wallace. Back to Caruso.
Over to Caruso, and we're tied up at 87.
And that's a winning play.
Here's Russell. Outside Davis. There's the
Davis for 3, it's in. Mavericks retake the lead.
It's his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
Here's Wallace. The kick out to Wiggins.
Wallace, almost a turnover there by the Thunder. Wiggins saved it.
Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6.
J-Will has the ball. Here's a 2. That is missed. Washington with the rebound. Thunder very inconsistent here in the second half.
From downtown.
There's Washington for 3. That's missed. Isaiah Joe with the rebound.
3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Here's Wallace.
Wallace takes a shot. That's missed. Washington, another rebound. P.J. Washington has really stepped up his game, Sean, ever since we got in the second half underway. If he's playing like this in the first meeting, as there's a bucket, but they are going to say shot clock violation on the Mavericks, so the bucket will not count.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Flag comes in for Washington.
So yeah, he should have gotten off a lot earlier. Otherwise, it would have been 92-87. Instead, it's still 90-87.
He's checked in for Wiggins. Holmgren comes in for Joe.
And speaking of mistakes, you just said it. There's a turnover for the Thunder, steal for the Mavericks. As soon as you just said it for that reason, Dallas takes advantage of that mistake for the Thunder. Now can they make the Thunder pay? Here's a 3. It's in. That was a good three. You just mentioned a mistake. Mavericks capitalize and takes the three. It's 93-87, just like that. Here's a three, missed, rebound by the Mavericks. So, Sean, you're helping the Mavericks for all the right reasons, and the Thunder are killing themselves for all the wrong reasons.
Here's Irving, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
And you just mentioned another mistake, out of bounds Mavs, Thunder ball.
Thunder trail by 6.
This is like a turnover brigade.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams.
Hey, at least we know, we can say this game has not been boring. Let's get that obvious, as that was missed. Flag with the rebound to Kyrie Irving. Irving for three, it's missed. Rebound by the Mavs. Here's another three for Irving. That's missed. Holmgren gets the rebound, but we got a foul on Lively, and it's a loose ball foul, his second of the game. Second foul for Lively.
Thunder trail by 6.
But at least it won't be free throws, and Thunder has to call a timeout. They don't have a choice. Thunder down to 1. 2:38 left to go here in this game. Somebody will have a 3-game winning streak, snapped. I don't know why I said losing streak, but I still wear the dunce hat. Yeah. So, yeah. Of course, I know at some point this season we will see overtime. Yep. After this game is over, we'll have your post-game report. We'll, look at the final stats, take you through the NBA scoreboard. Talk about our game on Sunday, or the game on Sunday. Thunder taking on the Sacramento Kings.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game
I think the Thunder need to amp up their defense, because, like I said, they've been really playing sloppy in the second half, and that's definitely what has come back to haunt them if they lose this game.
Step back. That's it.
As SGA gets a bucket in, and it's now 93-89 Mavericks.
Outside Irving. Now Davis.
There's Davis. Can't get the 2 in, so Thunder gets the ball.
And here's Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a 7-point lead for the Mavericks. That's been their biggest lead so far in this game. As there's a 17-footer, it's now 93-91 with 2 minutes left to go in regulation. Imagine this game ends up going to overtime. Here's a 3, it is off, rebound by the Thunder.
Right side, Williams to tie it up.
Williams didn't tie it up, SGA trying to take the lead. Here's a 3, it's missed, rebound by Lively. Mavericks fans on their feet. Kyrie with the shot, it's missed, rebound. As the fans not happy about that. Here's a 3, it's off. Cooper Flag with the rebound, coming down to a minute to go in the game. Thompson has been fouled by Chet Holmgren. He's going to the line to take 2 free throws, Sean. With 61 seconds left to go in regulation. He's got to make these free throws. You do bring up a point. If he nails these two, that was a costly foul by the Thunder. Here's the first.
He drops the first
It's
one.
in.
And that makes
It's
it a
now 3-point lead for the Mavs. Really a critical free throw here. You miss it, it's only a 3-point lead. You make it, it's a 2-possession lead. Next free throw from Thompson.
And so he drops
It's
them
good.
both. And
It's now a 4-point Mavericks lead.
They are extending this to a 2-possession lead.
As SGA will get 2, it's now 95-93.
Devastating move. That was an ankle breaker.
Well, that one is going on the highlight reel. He'll be showing that one to his grandchildren.
And there's the bucket. That might have just sealed it right there as Lively gets a 2-pointer. It's 97-93 Dallas.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And yes, Sean's allowed to do a yeet. Holmgren's 3, it's off. That might have just sealed it, Sean.
I'm sure he is too.
Foul on Hardestein, that will more than likely seal it. Irving was fouled by Hardenstein, so they're in the penalty box, so it's free throws from here on out for the Mavericks. First time someone's been in the penalty box this season for the Thunder. First one's good. It's now 5. They're chanting MVP to Kyrie Irving, who's had a really good game tonight. The second one is good. It's a 6-point lead. That more than likely will seal it for the Dallas Mavericks. And timeout for the Thunder, their last of the half and of the game.
Very important adjustments here.
That costly foul is going to come back to haunt them and more than likely going to be their first loss of the season to, no surprise, the Dallas Mavericks. But let's be honest, Senor. I think you can agree. You know, Dallas, you got to give them credit. You know, their backs were against the wall. They put up a really good fight. When it mattered the most, they clutched what I thought was good basketball in the second half. Thunder was really inconsistent in the second half. And I think that's probably what gave the Mavericks the win, is the costly turnovers and mistakes Oklahoma City was making during the second half. And despite a good game from SGA, it's more than likely not going to be enough for the Thunder to win this game tonight. So if the Mavericks get fouled again, which I bet you they will, because they're already in the bonus, it will be automatic 2 free throws. But the good thing we can definitely say, Sean, is we've had a good, clean game. We've had no flagrants, which is good. We don't want to see flagrants at this. We will see it later in the season. Don't get me wrong. We will see it. As here's SGA. As he makes it, it's a 4-point lead, but it really doesn't matter. It's pretty much game over. As they're going to more likely foul, and Irving's been fouled again by SGA. Second foul for SGA, so Irving's going to go get more free throws just like that. And I think we can say a great win for the Dallas Mavericks, since they are up by 4.
Good on the first, and that puts them up.
And this home crowd has been a big help for them since they've been playing. I think they've only had 1 road game, and they've been home for 5. This has been their 4th home game, and the crowd's been on their back. So that's really good. As Dort for 3, that's missed. And Irving got fouled again by SGA. So we can definitely say great win for the Dallas Mavericks. You're hearing them chant MVP. Kyrie Irving will more likely be player of the game. And by the way, that was the biggest lead for the Mavericks, was 8.
First free throw is good.
There's the first one.
To the 7-point lead.
Remember, their biggest lead before that was 7. Second one is missed. That's okay. They have the lead still. So Dort for 3, that's missed. Rebound, and it's in. 102-97 Dallas. And Thompson will be fouled, this time by Dort. So Klay Thompson will go to the line for more free throws.
Just giving them more chances to do something here.
Yeah, but remember, Thunder are out of timeouts.
And I don't think the Mavericks going to use any.
He gets the first, and that
Yes,
increases
but
the
they
lead
only
to
have
6.
2 left.
And it's only 5.3 left. Yeah, this is going to be a hard victory here for the Mavericks.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And of course, Dallas like to build that momentum when they go to Oklahoma City. Here's a 3, it's in. It will count, but it's going to be too little too late, and the Dallas Mavericks will beat the Thunder 104-100. Thunder's second half misery happened when they committed so many turnovers, really could not get anything going. The mistakes helped the Mavericks capitalize, and Dallas will hand the Thunder their first road loss and first loss of the season.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Hey there, Anthony. That was a tale of 2 halves.
Anthony Davis getting interviewed.
Start playing defense. Start playing defense in the second half. Played the right way. Start sharing the ball.
Nice to see Anthony Davis. Of course, he was a great contributor. Mystic Trickster, how are you doing?
Came out in the second half and just kind of took it away and just made sure that we were aggressive on the defensive end.
I know you have high standards defensively. Glad you turned it around.
All right, Allie,
great game for Anthony Davis.
That'll do it for now.
But they will give MVP Player of the Game to Kyrie Irving.
Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight.
So the Dallas Mavericks 104, the Oklahoma City Thunder 100. Dallas with their win, they are now 4-0. Thunder will take their first loss at 3-1. And I talked about this a lot throughout this game tonight. They did not play like they did against the Hawks on Tuesday, and the Thunder will definitely look to rebound on Sunday against the Sacramento Kings, which, let's be honest, it's going to be a challenging, because, a different coach, first meeting with the Kings. So we'll have to see how that goes. We look at the final stats here, brought to you by Pepsi Max, as we start the Pepsi Max post-game show with Senor Sean. And if you have anything you want to say, Sean, you can jump on in as far as the stats is concerned. Thunder, 44% from the field goal, 45% for the Mavericks, 33% from downtown for Dallas. They made 16 out of 49. Thunder made 14 of 48. 4 for 5 from the free throws for the Thunder, 86% for the Mavericks. 12 free throws that the Thunder give up against the Mavericks. Thunder had 10 fast break points, 44 in the paint, to 4 fast break points for the Mavericks, 38 for Dallas. Dallas had 5 second chance points to the Thunder's 4. Thunder outscored the Dallas bench 29-26. 26 assists for the Mavs, 25 for the Thunder, 5 offensive rebounds for the Thunder. But I think, and you can touch on this, 48 defensive rebounds for the Mavericks. I think that was the big key there. Both teams had 2 steals. Thunder had a block, but you look at the turnover, Sean, 7 points off of turnovers for the Mavs. Thunder had 4 turnovers, did not capitalize a single turnover.
And that is the big mark that we need to be paying attention on, especially when the Thunder get into their net team. Mavericks did pretty well, except on the bench side of things. And it's going to be something interesting to see what happens to them when they face off again later on in the season. Yep,
next time these two teams will meet will be at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. right now. Both teams, their biggest lead was 7. And of course, Oklahoma City had time of possession of 24-30, the Mavericks 23-29. But the turnovers definitely, the 7 points for the turnovers, we can agree the big difference there. Kyrie Irving, 31 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists for him. 10 of 29 from down from the field goal, 4 for 16 from downtown, but he made all but one of his free throws, and that was probably the biggest one right there. 39 minutes for Anthony Davis, 22 points, 8 rebounds, no assists. Klay Thompson, 18 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. P.J. Washington, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. So he was 6 shy of a triple-double. Cooper Flagg, 5 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Definitely, I think Cooper Flagg will get better as the season goes on. You know, yeah, he's a rookie, but, you know, I'll cut him the benefit of the doubt, if you know what I mean. So, D'Angelo Russell had 5 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. Daniel Gafford had 4 rebounds, 4 points. Go ahead, Sean.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say something, but you can jump in if you need to say something. Najee Marshall had 3 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. 2 for Derek Lively, 11 rebounds, 1 assist. I think he was a good defensive helper in that game. Dante Exum had 1 assist, no points, no rebounds. And then Jaden Hardy, Caleb Martin, Brandon Williams, Max Christine all did not play in this game. As for Oklahoma City, we talked about, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way, 26 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds, 4 shy of a triple-double. Wasn't enough for him. And I think, Sean, you can agree with me on this. He was 1 of 13 from downtown. That's big right there. You cannot win basketball games if you are 1 for 13 from downtown.
You're right, and that's something that he'll get to work on during the next several weeks, and we'll just see what happens in his next game.
Yeah, but that next game will be on Sunday against the Kings. Jalen Williams. Yeah, it's definitely a long season. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists for Jalen Williams. 14 points for Cason Wallace. 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Chet Holmgren had 11 rebounds, 12 points in the game. Isaiah Hartenstein, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Alex Caruso, 7 points, 2 rebounds, no assists. Luke Dort, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. I think that's been the problem for the Thunder is they haven't been getting a lot of contribution from Luke Dort, and that's been a huge issue. I think we can agree is why they are not playing. They didn't play good tonight. They wanted more out of Luke Dort, and I've expected more out of Luke this season.
I think he'll step it up for the next game.
Yeah, he's got to. In fact, that's like 3 games in a row. He's like scored 5 points. Or no, last 4 games, if you include this one, 5 points. So really not sure what's going on with Luke Dort. Osmani Dang, 3 points, 2 rebounds, no assists. Aaron Wiggins had 3 rebounds, no points. Thomas Sorber had 1 rebound, no points. Kendrick Williams had 1 steal, no points, no rebounds, no assists. Jalen Williams had 2 rebounds, no points, no assists. Nikola Topics, Ajay Mitchell did not play in this game. So the Dallas Mavericks will win it 104-100 as we get ready for the Thunder's next game, that is the Sacramento Kings. As for the rest of the NBA scoreboards, the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Pistons 135-128, so the Cavs are now 1-3 on the year. How about the Philadelphia 76ers beating the Magic 130-100? Sixers have won 3 in a row, so that's good for them. Hawks, who took their first loss, well, they lost to the Chicago Bulls, so the first win of the year for the Bulls. They won 113 130 to 118. So not a good night for, as we're going to look here at the, Trae Young had 30 points. 30 points, definitely not enough to win that game there against the Bulls. Hawks have now lost back-to-back games. Houston beat Brooklyn 122-113. Kevin Durant had 36 points in that game tonight, but again was not enough to win the game for the Rockets, rather. How about the New Orleans Pelicans beating the Celtics, Sean, 130 to 118? You didn't expect that. You expected the Celtics to go in there and beat New Orleans. That's the other way around. As far as that is concerned. Toronto beat San Antonio 183. As we mentioned, the Mavericks won over the Thunder 104 to 100. And then these two games have yet to get underway. That is the Suns and Jazz, Nuggets and Wolves, Memphis Grizzlies and Golden State, as well as Blazers and the Lakers. But you will find out what happens in those games as far as that is concerned. We invite you to join us tomorrow, or on Sunday, rather, as the Thunder will take on the Sacramento Kings. There'll be a 7 o'clock, or no, an 8:45 tip-off, because I won't be home until like 8. I won't be off work until like 8 o'clock, so it'll be like dark. So we'll have Thunder after dark. If not, I will move tip-off to like 9:45 or 9:30. Either way, join me for the Thunder and the Kings as we start a homestand. We'll be home against the Wizards, and then the Pelicans wrap up the home trip before we head out west to take on the Clippers, Blazers, Kings to start the Emerald Cup, and the Memphis Grizzlies. So hope you guys will join us for that. Now for our studio engineer, that is the YouTuber Caleb Hobbs, and also for Senor Sean joining me for this game. I'm Guy DeVos. Thank you for joining me and saying good night from the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, where the final, the Dallas Mavericks beat the Oklahoma City Thunder by a final of 104 to 100. Coming up next, we'll rejoin the Infinity Network Sports Studios programming already in progress. We will talk to you on Sunday, my friends. You've been listening to the Thunder and Mavericks basketball on WWLS, the Sports Animal.